Welcome back, Commanders. How you doing? So I think the unanimous vote seems to be prison architect.
Yeah.
So we will quickly get this set up for you guys, if I can do it. There we go. Cool. And this is going to be a learning curve for me because I must admit that I have not actually had chance to play this properly myself either. So yeah, I gotta give it my best shot. I gotta try anyway. I'm gonna
Pardon
have
me.
to. Where can we move that? I think if I'll, I'll keep myself in the top right corner. So this is going to be a bit of a steep learning curve for me because I've loaded it up a few times, tried it out, thought it was great, and then I've not had a chance to go back to it because I have so many things, so many. Oh, it's just alpha overload for me. And I better update the Twitch stream just to let everyone know we're on Prison Architect. There we go. Cool. We are live. Playing something different. Rightio. So, I mean, I don't know if anyone has actually seen any of this game before.
I haven't seen any of this game before.
So it's really cool. I mean, it's done by a British company, Intro version. They were most famously known for their hacking game Uplink and Darwinia, obviously the Multiwinia. They've done a lot of others I've also bought as well, but this is their latest one they're working on, and it is fantastic. It's effectively prison tycoon. You know, that's what it is. You have to build up a successful prison. So the first thing we have to do, read the CEO's letter. Yes, thank you, Mr. CEO. Hang on. Every prison needs a warden. I really should read this, shouldn't I? Building him a nice office. Okay, so we have to build an office for the warden. We won't put it near the garbage. Let's put it out over here. Requires an entrance. So we haven't got much money to work with. I don't know how we're going to be able to do this. Eight prisoners arriving in 20 hours. I better move my backside and figure out what I'm doing here. So
Yeah.
materials we're not too worried about. We don't need to change the appearance of this thing yet, but we are going to need to put an entrance on this, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Solitary confinement. Yes, we'll put the warden in solitary confinement. We're completely flipped this around.
Bakadakara says he backed this game as soon as they announced it. I
Yeah,
say he, I'm just assuming Bakadakara is a he.
yeah, it's a fantastic game actually. I really loved the look of it when I saw it, and like I said, I was on a bit of a Kickstarter binge, so I just went nuts and started looking at all of the things I could back, and there's just so many good ones last year. Oh, but it's no. How do I put a door on? If anyone's played this game before, I would appreciate the advice because honestly, like I said, not had the chance to do anything. There we go. Put a door on there. Sorted. So come on, workers.
Weaverish asks, is Paul's your friend?
Pause.
Can you do stuff while paused?
I can get the main menu up. No, doesn't seem that way. It seems like I'm pretty much restricted to figuring out what to do in the time I have to do it. So right now we have an office.
So it's like real time.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Oh, there we go. I've got a warden now in an empty office with no lighting, no electricity. Oh, right. So many options. I started playing this very early on, one of the very early alpha builds, and it was a lot simpler then. They have now added so much into this. I'm not even sure where I'm going with this. Remove tunnels. Yes, I heard that they prisoners can now tunnel out, and you have to get guard dogs to sniff them out and get rid of the tunnels.
Ooh.
So.
That reminds me of an old game I had on the Commodore 64 in 1985-ish called The Great Escape. It was like an isometric 3D graphics, very basic graphics, because we're talking Commodore 64, and the goal was to escape from the prison camp,
Mm.
and you kept having to attend roll call, but you also had to go and collect things and but yeah, you so you got to stop prisoners from tunneling out.
Oh, see. I love that era of games. There were so many imaginative concepts that came out of that. It was fantastic. You know, I'm really, love all these indie projects that are coming out, and I've got no issue backing them at all because I think it's fantastic. How things are starting to go back to the way they were. You're getting all these concepts and projects having a chance to take off. It's fantastic. Oh, right, I've got a power station, and how do I power it? I'm so confused right now.
Don't get me started on that again.
Oh, yeah, but Bakadakara. Yep, sorry, I've just read your comments there. Yes, I can pause in the top right corner there. Yay, it's like having a Star Dreamer. You're absolutely right. Excellent. So I can queue up a bunch of jobs then. Excellent. Oh, planning mode. Okay, so now we've got the option to draw blueprints in real time. Excellent. Excellent, I do like that. That's a handy tool. That allows us to... that's the path we want to do. Excellent, we would do a path there. That makes a lot of sense.
As you know, Kerrash, this week I had a period where I had no internet. It was horrible. I
Yes.
started watching TV
Oh,
again. I have to be ashamed to admit. Yeah, I've been watching the Quest channel, and I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
watching American Chopper.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and what interests me in that program is in the office where they designed the bikes.
Yeah.
They've got a monitor where he gets the pen like you do with the drawing tablet,
Oh,
but he
yes.
draws on the monitor.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's drawing on the design program, obviously,
Mhm.
but he's using the pen on the monitor.
Yeah, it's
I
fantastic.
want.
Yeah,
I
it's a really, really nice tool. I want one of those too. I do. Oh no!
I just like the idea of being able to draw stuff in real time on the monitor.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like a huge touchpad, isn't it? It's like the things you
Yeah.
could do with that. Oh dear. Yes, I want to. I would love something like that. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to restart this.
I mean, I'd love to get Photoshop and learn to use Photoshop, but it's expensive to buy. So I have to put
Yeah.
up with using GIMP, which is free but not as good.
Yeah, I don't mind GIMP actually. I use it for most of the things I need to edit. I think it's a very, very good tool, especially for free. It's fantastic. Here we go. In proper Blue Peter style, here's a prison I made earlier. This was when I started off and I was actually paying attention to what I was doing, and I realised how to do this. So here's a fully working prison. We have some prisoners already. Love these animations. It's so smooth as well. The style that they've gone for is very, very smooth.
Bakadakara is saying you should get your grants from the reports menu.
Ah, yes, yeah. I think that's what I started doing on
Weaverish
this
is
site.
saying Inkscape. That must be what the guy was using on American Chopper.
No. Inkscape is actually a open source tool you can download for doing vector graphic art. I use that as well actually for doing things. It's really, really good. Again, completely free, open source. Love it. And it's it's really, really good tool for what it does. Love that vector art stuff. Here we go. We've got these little workmen busily clunking away. I hope the sound is coming across all right for everyone because it's really loud for me. Having to keep tweaking it in.
I can't tell because I've got the stream
Ah, right. Okay. No worries.
muted and I've got you on Skype in my ear.
Yeah, no problem. But
So I can't comment on the game sound. be honest with
So
you.
here we go. So what? Who was it? Very Blue Peter there, yeah. Who was it? The Bakadaka there against the Grants, yeah, in the reports menu. So I think this is what I've started doing. So to explain that a little bit, in case anyone hasn't seen it, what you can do is you can get these grants where if you'll be given money up front, but you have to deliver a certain thing. So like you'll be given $40,000, but you have to create a basic detention center. So you get these kind of like these contracts that you're kind of promising that you're going to be doing something. So you get the money. It's kind of like the equivalent of loans in most of these other sim type games. It's that sort of thing. So that's how I've got a bit more cash in this particular save game where I was working earlier on. So yeah, right now I'm reminding myself of what I should have been doing actually, because you get prisoners arriving. This room I've built right on the front here is the holding area. So initially you have to build a holding area so that you don't have your prisoners just wandering around willy-nilly wherever they want to. And then obviously you have to build a cell so they can get put into the cells later on.
I like how they take the beds to the cell.
Yeah, I love it. It's like watching little worker ants go about and build. So it's fantastic. Little thing. That's what I love about sim games like this. You can just sit back and just watch it happen. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I have a game on Good Old Games, and I can't remember the title of it. But you know how in James Bond you have like the Blofeld character, who's the criminal mastermind with his underground lair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play the underground. You play the criminal mastermind, and you have to build an underground lair.
Brilliant.
And you get the good guy agents come to try and investigate your lair, and you have to like stop them and things like that.
Brilliant.
But I can't remember the title of the game now. I can look it up.
Yeah. Yeah. If anyone thinks of that, then definitely.
But they do things like you're doing on Prison Architect, where you go to build a room, and they'll come along and blow out the room with dynamite. and then they'll put things in it. It doesn't just magically appear, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do like that. It's that kind of like it makes it believable, doesn't it? I think that's what I like about games that they go that extra little mile to make something believable. And it's not all about realistic graphics like this. I mean, this obviously isn't realistic graphics, but the fact it's a world and an environment that you can very well imagine as being real, because all the little subtle little nuances of things are happening the way you expect them to work. So
yeah,
I love that sort of stuff. So here we go. I've got my 16 cells now in my very utilitarian square block prison. Hey, it works. That's the main thing. We're running it.
Bakadaka asks, have you been watching all the video updates from the devs? Today they added lasers, education, training, and rehabilitation.
I heard that was upcoming. I have not seen that today.
I want to say that again. I want to say that last word again in the style of Frankenfurter. Rehabilitation.
Big Mike there says Evil Genius. Is that the name of the game?
Yes! Evil Genius. That's it. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you, Big Mike. Yes. Brilliant game.
Oh, I'm going to make a point of saying this now, actually. You'll notice now, all of the guards have left the prison cells at the moment, so you can see it's starting to grey out that no one is aware of the current state of the prisoners.
I wondered what was happening.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fog of war type thing. They're all, now no one has a clue what's going on inside there, so I wonder if there's a way I can...
Right.
Ooh.
Can you put up surveillance cameras?
You can, but you have to build a surveillance centre, which is a pain in the ass. And I haven't got enough money, I don't think, to do that sort of thing yet. But here we go, I've just ordered a shakedown, so all the prisoners are getting searched. The guards are going in there. I love this, the detail in this game is fantastic. Oh, we found some contraband on that prisoner there. I don't know what he just found. We'll have a look at the report when they finish.
Weaverish asks, don't you need a canteen? And Bakadakra asks, and showers?
Yeah, I need to do all that next. This was, like I said, I mean, this literally a save game I started probably a month ago, and then this whole kind of, what was it, Alpha, was it Elite Dangerous, something like that, came out and kind of,
Yeah, some
yeah,
strange game
yeah,
came up
something
now.
something like that, kind of stopped me playing a lot of other games. So this is why this one's in a bit of a state of disrepair. We can see the place desperately needs cleaning as well. I love the detail in this. It's fantastic. This prisoner here is dreaming of freedom. Well, you can keep dreaming. There you go. I suppose you are 61. We should think about putting you up for parole or something. But. And I love the way they got to open doors. I did notice earlier on one of the workers got stuck somewhere, and a guard was running across from the other side of the thing because until he got there, he couldn't open the door. You know, the guard had to use the keys to open the door, and the worker was just stood there, like, kind of waiting for the guard to come back. It's like, hey, come on, guys. Why did they not go down to this one? Okay, I need to feed all the prisoners, so yes, I definitely need a canteen or something on here. Let's see if we can add one. I love the detail in this game. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Here we go. Right, holding cell, solitary, canteen. So, in order to do this, I'm going to need to do it. How big a canteen do we need? I'm not sure what's going to be an efficient size for a canteen, but let's try. I think we're going to need quite a large space, to be fair, because we're going to need to feed a lot of them simultaneously. So let's put this on here. We need I think we can just have a standard door. I hope. I'm kind of thinking we're going to need some kind of staff area, actually, where they can go and make the meals, so to speak. So.
Yeah.
And how do I demolish? There we go. Demolish wall. I think that's going to work. Okay, we need to, because obviously I put a fence around the area so that the prisoners couldn't get out. So I hope that's enough. So we've got the little dudes building it out. And much like kind of Sim City, you've got this utilities view here. Let me flip back into this. The areas need to be wired for sound, so to speak. You have to have the electric cables coming down, which I have from the bottom right here. We've got the power station feeds electric cables across, which powers the lights and the various things. We can see here I'm probably going to need, yeah, they're going to install a light at these little yellow dots, so I'm going to have to wire up some electrical cable. Now you don't need to wire up cables directly to every single little unit. You can see on the right hand side of the new area I've built, this one little light bulb has been wired up to the nearest piece of trunking here. But we've got this dark area, so we're going to need to build this trunk cable out. And that's the cheapest place, I suppose, is to come off here. Can we go up here? And maybe here. So we'll see whether that works. So that brings our trunking cable up, and again we can do the same with pipes. You can build piping routes that go around. Now I want to go off here. Can we do that? There we go. That should put water into the far corner there. You should be seeing this now, Alien. I think the update might have got there. Right. So there's our utility. Oh, and it's just gone to
I'm
night time.
just watching them walk around, and it looks like they're shining torches.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, it's mesmerising, isn't it? It's like, yeah, we've got the little workers on the outside edge here. He's taking some rubbish away here, and he had a little torch there for a second. And yet you do have to install lights and everything. You know, there is the possibility that prisoners could hide. Oh no! I just noticed something stupid. Yeah, prisoners can hide things in, you know, areas which are dark and everything, so you've got to be careful about that. I am a total idiot because I built the built the canteen on the side of the prison, and it's automatically demolished the wall, so all the cells were open.
And Bakadakra says you connected a cable to a pipe. That won't work.
Oh shoot, where did I do that? Okay, I'll go back and have a look at that in a second. In the meantime, I think I need to put up some fencing at the back here to stop these people getting out. It's really loud. I'll give it that. Actually, it's really loud. Large pipe power switch. Okay. I wonder if we get some more workmen. It's going to cost us a fortune. We've got 8 more prisoners coming in 9 hours. That's okay, because we've got plenty of cells, so I think we're going to be good there. But, like you said, this bottom area, I think we need to sort out some sort of visibility on it or something, some cameras or something, because it's going completely unmonitored at the moment. Can I do that? No.
Another thing, the walls, believe it or not, remind me of Gauntlet.
Yeah, they've got that style, haven't they, where they're like, you know, that off-axis perspective, where they're kind of down, but not quite down, about, you know, that sort of, yeah, I do like that. It's kind of that old school sort of tile-based game. Love that. We got bookshelves, we got windows. Oh yeah, of course. None of these cells have windows. They're not going to be very happy prisoners. Ah, who cares?
What do they need windows for?
Yeah, we don't need windows. Of course,
The sky is blue. There.
yeah,
What do you need windows for?
yeah, we'll like paint an image
But
of the
I
sky.
can hear the rain on the roof. No, the sky is blue. I'm telling you, the sky is blue.
There you go. Listen to what we say. So yeah, so I think in the final release of this game, you've got to be careful with all kinds of objects in there, because they can, you know, use objects to sneak around and do things. So like I've seen in some of the in the videos where they can hide escape tunnels and things behind the toilets. And you know, so just by sheer kind of having a toilet in their cell gives them the opportunity to kind of like do something with that object. You know, and it's hang on. That's fantastic. I don't know why, but this guy is obviously, because he had contraband, he's been handcuffed, and the guards haven't handcuffed him, so everyone else has gone to sleep, and he's sat in the corner handcuffed on the toilet. Oh dear.
Bakadaka is making suggestions for you in the
Oh,
chat.
brilliant.
It's
Sorry,
easier
yeah,
for you to read it than me read it out to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a quick. Yeah, so I do need showers. Otherwise, that's gonna piss people off. Yeah. Connected the cable to the pipe. Yes, I forgot you did say that, actually. Let's have a look at the utilities. Yes, I did. You're right. I missed the bottom part of the cable. I thought my power cable extended that far, but there, my electricity cable ends 3 spaces into there. It probably would have been better if I just went straight from there, but never mind. Okay, so I'll fix that. There we go. The water is working. I need a warden to unlock bureaucracy. Right, I have 0 wardens. Not only that, is I have no office with which to place my warden, so I think I need to build an office for him next. Let's have a look at these rooms. Thank you for the suggestions, by the way, because I did work through the initial part of this game, but like I said, I haven't touched it in a while, so I'm rusty, to say the least. So, right, let's give him a fair-sized office. Put a door on the front there. Office, office, office. There's the office. Oh, I don't think I can put that down yet until... yeah, I have to wait for them to build that, I think, before I can put that down. But I will hire the warden now, why not? Let's plonk him in there. Max hired already. Yeah, of course, I've just clicked it, that's why. Ah, there we go. 2 members are exhausted. Build a staff room so they can rest. Give me the option like in Dungeon Keeper where I can reach in and backhand them. Go on. Yeah, get back to work. Go on. There we go. We have a room now, so let's see if we can...
Or you mean like in Black and White where you can slap the creature?
Come on, work faster. Right, so for an office, we need an office desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet. Let's have a look at those. I love the way it's like these rooms are kind of generic until you actually put the right objects in there to make them do their job. So let's have a look.
Yeah.
Office desk. So we put the his desk there. The metal detector. There's so many options in this game. It's fantastic. A chair. This plonk is. Which way is his? I've actually put the the table the wrong way around there. So what was it? A filing cabinet. We need a filing cabinet.
Bakadaka says you can prevent any new prisoners from coming to the prison if you like.
Oh yeah, there is an option for that. I forgot all about that. I'll leave it going. It's more fun with that kind of frantic. Oh my god, where are the buttons for this? It's more fun. It's more fun. Learning as I go along. Oh, you can set their region. There is so much detail in this game. My god, for people who love simulations and the detail of these sorts of games, you have to try this game. There's so much in there. You can see that you can even tweak. You know, it's 4:18 a.m. and you can tweak how much time they have for things like showering and eating, and when they're allowed free time, and when they're allowed to go to the yard, and when they should be sleeping, and just too much, too much. No, it's fantastic.
says Dungeon Keeper was a fantastic game. I think "was" is the operative word there.
Yeah, 1 and 2, fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Such a shame that 3 never happened. I would have really, really loved to have seen 3, and there were hints and rumours that it would happen, but then of course EA got hold of it. Bless them in their internal. I've got nothing good to say about EA. No, they bug me, and I think I did mention it before actually, but oh, wonderful. Yes, this is broken. I was going to show you very quickly on there. They've got a mobile version on the iPad, and it sucks. It really sucks. It's really, really horrible. Such a backhanded insult to the original game. I just don't get it. That's my recommendation to people. Don't even humour them in an attempt to test it. They have totally destroyed what was a great franchise. Rightio. Prisoner intake, so 2 hours. We have 2 hours left on the clock, and we're going to get more prisoners coming in, so it's more fun when it's frantic like this.
And your cell block's all greyed out.
Yeah, I'm not. Lockdown. Bang up. Send all willing prisoners back to their cells. This will make your prisoners very angry if you leave them locked up for too long. Shakedown. Order an immediate search of all cells. This will take some time and will annoy the hell out of your inmates. Nice. Lockdown. Instantly lock all doors in a prison. Let's try that. I love the siren. I love that. You can see also, I mean, if I zoom in a little bit closer here, actually, you can see there's these long shadows cast on the buildings and the little dudes walking around on there. The real-time lighting engine does this really nice kind of effect to the way that shadows work on there. So. Right, so I'm gonna have to feed all the prisoners. Come on. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I was building the room, wasn't I? Here we go. Right, let's get back to. Right, let's turn off lockdown. Canteen. Oh, we need a canteen and we need a kitchen. I thought we were going to need that. We're going to need some sort of staff door on the back or something so we can do it. So let's build canteen there. Canteen's going to need serving tables, and benches. Right? Okay. Oh my God, this game is so complicated. I love it. Serving table, there we go. Right, that's quite... luckily I have built this long enough. So it looks like a proper little canteen. Love it, there we go. So that's a serving table. What else do we need? Tables and benches. Let's try that. And where's the benches? Okie dokie bench, there we go. Right, I think that's just enough space in this canteen. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Might just be enough space. But now, I've just realised we're going to need to build a frigging kitchen on the back as well. You know, if you stop for a second and think about it, it does make logical sense. But when when you think you're playing a game, you think, oh no, you just kind of build this thing and it will magically do what most other games do. Oh no, wait, hang on. Yeah, this generally does do exactly what you'd expect it to do in real life. Right, so let's build this out. The kitchen is going to need a
You
cooker.
might hear a police siren go past me.
Well, that's very fitting. A cooker, a fridge, and a sink. Okay, fridge in the back. A cooker.
We've not been hearing the traffic that's behind me because I live a bit nearer a road now.
Yeah, no, it's been fine
I
actually.
moved. That's why I had no internet for a little while. Why I wasn't with Kerrash last weekend. So I live a bit nearer a road now, so I can hear the traffic. But Kerrash says you can't hear the traffic on your end, which is good. But
Yeah,
I
seems
just
fine.
had a police car go past, sirens blazing. So
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, so what have we got here? So failed. What? Oh no, 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 no,
oh
no, no, no.
failed.
Right, it's because there. All right, it's because I put the serving table one block outside of the canteen, and that was enough to stop it from being a valid canteen. Oh no. What's right? Oh, Ritz. Oh, of course. A cooker and a fridge is quite a major appliance, so I need to wire it up to the main trunking electric cable. You can't just have these tiny little branched things coming off. I don't know if it shows up very well on the stream, but if I zoom in really close here, anything which like a light bulb or a minor appliance, it just gets linked with this very thin wire off to the main electrical trunking line. But these major appliances here need to be connected to the major trunking there for them to work. Oh dear, complicated. But no, it is really, really good fun when you kind of figure it out. It's rewarding, I'll put it that way. Petra said, yeah, I agree. This game is fantastic. It's almost unbelievable that it's an alpha because it is very, very well polished. It's very good as it stands right now, and it's only going to get better, I think, with the updates they've been doing. They keep adding more in. Unfortunately, because I'm not very far. Uh-oh. I think we better do a shakedown because we've run out of electrical power. They're all screaming, "Oh no! Oh no!" Okay. Utilities. I think I desperately need to get some extra power in. Capacitor expands the power station. Right. Okay. We need to just if we install some capacitors, and hopefully that will give us enough oomph, because we just went over the limit on our power station. All the lights went off, and the guards are now running around with their flashlights searching the cells. Oh dear,
Petrus is saying this has been in alpha for 2 years.
Yeah, it's a heck of a long time. I mean, they started it off a long time ago. They were working on another project, actually, before this one. And I forget the name of it now, but I was following the development of it. It looked absolutely phenomenal. It was such a great idea. It was a procedurally generated city, which was probably one of the main reasons why I loved it. And it kind of promised this idea that you could do these heists and you could break into banks and you could, as much detail as they're put into this. It was this kind of into this simulation of this city where you could do all these different crimes and things like that. But it was fantastic, and they ended up canning it. It was just taking too long, and they nearly went completely under actually. In the process of building it, so this was their idea. They put a Kickstarter like project out there, and fortunately they got all the funding, and it's underway now. So, we've got a bit of a riot. Oh no! Oh! The prisoners are injured. We have no way of taking them. We don't have any kind of infirmary. I think my prison is going to fall apart. It's coming apart at the seams.
Petrus asks, what was that called? The game you were just talking about?
I'm gonna be racking my brains now. It's on the Introversion website. It was Subversion. That's what it was called. Subversion. They showed some great concept videos. During the development process, they had one of the ones that was my favourite one. They had this procedurally generated tower block with like 40 floors in it or whatever, and all these rooms and everything internally. And they had it so that it was built out of chunks, so that you could start blowing chunks of the walls away. So if you could, it was fantastic. You could plan, like, if there was something like on one of the floors you wanted to get into, you could plan to like blow a hole out of the wall so you could get to the other room, and then you could shut down the security cameras and move to the other room and stuff. You could have these really complicated scenes in it. It was such a good idea, but it was so difficult for them to do as an indie studio, and it just. It was just costing them way too much to implement,
Yeah.
so such a shame. Yeah, I don't think we are still no power, no water. I think I'm gonna need to do something with my power station. I don't know what though. Utility. Execution room. We're not quite at that stage yet, but I think it's gonna go that way eventually. Come on.
You're gonna have them walking the mile.
Yep, get him on the green mile. Come on, destroy that wall. I love the way you get these little black bags of garbage whenever the workers demolish something. It's that kind of detail that, you know, it's like every little action you've got has some sort of consequence. You have to think ahead for everything you do. Come on. Build that power plant. Come on, we need them to unpack that. So he's injured. He's just going to have to go back to his cell and heal up all by himself. Injured. They're all injured. What have we got? Incident reports. So we've got 6 people waiting for solitary confinement, but we don't have anywhere to put them yet. We've got 5 people in lockdown. That's why we've got them walking around in handcuffs. That makes sense now. Okay. We've got 1 cook who has deserted the kitchen by the looks of him. Where is he? Oh no. He went off to the storage area, with the delivery area, to go and get potatoes by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. We've restored power. Yay!
Yay!
We can see stuff again. He's complaining about hygiene. Yes, we got no showers. I know we've got no showers. Oh dear! I really should put more time into the game. But like I said, I've got access to so many alphas at the moment. I just don't know where to go. Another one that was announced today as well. I don't know if you're aware of the franchise Carmageddon.
I've heard of it, obviously.
Yeah,
I wasn't aware they were doing it now.
Yeah, that was another one that went into alpha a little over a year ago, and I really enjoyed the original. It was one of those mindless games that you could just, if you had a bad day at work, you could come home and
very controversial when it first came out.
Oh yes, absolutely, yeah. But it's it's intended to be in humor. You know, it's not intended to be serious. You know, people take it seriously. It's a laugh. That's why there's these ridiculous power-ups and things that like add like a ball and chain to the back of your car and things like that, because it's funny. It's like, give them a break. It's funny. But no, it's fantastic. They are making a remake. They started a Kickstarter, Carmageddon Reincarnation, and it was just announced today that I'm going to have access to it in the alpha stage on the 13th of March. So it's all happening at the same time. Oh, I don't have enough hours in the day. But no, I'm glad all these things are happening. Here we go. So the cook is going around. He's making cabbage stew or something. I don't know what on earth he's doing. 1 cook all on his own, cooking for 16 people. I'm thinking I should probably hire more staff. Let's have a look. Another cook. Yeah, let's Oh, I accidentally put 2 down. No, never mind. Right. Okay, so we've got 3 cooks now. That should help the situation. They can get the intern to go and fetch the supplies. I love the detail. It's fantastic. You got, like, you know, stacks of ingredients. His job is he's going to go store it in the fridge. Brilliant. Right, so I think we're running out of money, so I think I should follow Badakara's Bakadakara, sorry, advice there. I need to get some more grants in here, I think. Right, physical and mental health remains is very important. This grant is to facilitate the construction of a state-of-the-art medical ward. I think I'm going to need that as I've got injured people, so let's put that in as another task for me to do. So I get $10,000 up front for accepting this grant, but in order to not end up in trouble... Oh, we got an issue. One of these cells is flooded here, and I can hear them rioting around. No! No, I am the worst warden in the history of prisons ever. This is really not going very well. Oh yeah, this is flooding into this cell. Guards resting on the benches in the canteen because they've got nowhere else to sit.
No staff room.
No staff room. I need a staff room. Right, pause, breathe. Right, we need a staff room. Let's build a staff room. Let's get a door on here. Let's put a staff door on there. Actually, we're making a staff room. Let's put in common room visit. There we go, staff room. I can't do it yet. Right. So the constant roar of... I can hear them all screaming and banging and clattering their tin plates and everything. And it's... Oh, here we go. Oh, what's happened? Some of them have escaped. They're fighting. No. Here we go. The guards are running in. Oh, no. Yeah, the bed has been damaged. The toilet has been damaged. How do I get them to repair? Oh dear, yeah. Sorry, this guard, she's now unconscious. Oh no, she's unconscious. She's carrying jail keys and a baton, so... oh, that's right, the other guards are coming along now. I was just thinking then, if one of those other prisoners...
everywhere!
I know! Because how detailed this game is, I can well imagine that if a prisoner kind of come across an unconscious guard carrying a set of keys and a baton, that's going to be a very bad thing. Oh dear. I think we're probably going to end up having to start again on this because it's... Hey, it's a learning experience. You make the mistakes, you don't do the same thing again. So we're 31% on the requirement to feed all the prisoners, so something must be working. The cells...
I think Drop Bear Antics has got his wires crossed. He's saying, "Whoa, the latest beta of ED looks very different."
Yeah. This is the prototype for planetary landing, you see.
I'm tired. I just realised what Drop Bear was talking about. He's talking about what you're playing now. Sorry, Drop Bear, I'm not with it.
Back in the yeah, sorry, I'm not ignoring you, honestly, it's just there's like everything's going on at once. It's too much information. I need a staff room, a shower, solitary confinement, a yard. Alright, there's my staff room. It's getting there. This is one of those games that you kind of have to know what to do and you have to do it quick. But once you know how to do it, simples. Right, staff room. I need a sofa and a drinks machine for that to be a valid staff room. So let's find sofa. So right, drink machine I can see. And a wide sofa. Yeah, let's put a couple of sofas in there. So I built a ridiculously large staff room. I didn't need all that space for a staff room. But hey, what other things was it?
Well, as your prison gets bigger, you're going to have more staff.
Yes, yeah, so yeah, okay, good, yeah, I'm thinking ahead. That's exactly what I was doing, Alien, yes. I was thinking ahead. Weaverish there. It's Ross 128. Yes. There's no escape from this. Right, so
Drop
he...
Barantic says, "It's cool, I forgive you, Alien. Others wouldn't, but I will."
Oh, here we go. So I see how this works now. So if we want to search the individual cell of a prisoner, we pick on that particular prisoner, and then we click on him, and we get the option up about his chart, and then we can get them to go in. Excellent. They can check his one cell out. Rather than shaking down all cells, we can, if we see one prisoner who's troublesome, we can go and check his room out. I think he was the one that started. He must have busted his toilet. Oh, I've just noticed these cells are absolutely filthy. There's got to be some way we can get people to clean them. Janitor, you require cleaning, so I'm probably going to need a room for that. Somewhere, a cleaning cupboard, minimum size 3x3. If I actually read the tooltips, I would know that. Okay, so let's build a little 3x3.
I'm going to pick up what Bakadaka has just said.
Okay.
He said, "I hope we get missions at prisons in the planetary expansion." Now, I'm hoping in the planetary expansion, when we finally get down to landing on the planets and we have the external avatar thing,
Yeah.
I hope that we actually, say we go down to Ross 128, the prison planet, I hope it actually is a prison and not just a generic space station.
Yes, yeah, and I think that's one of the things like we touched on earlier on when we were talking about the planetary landing. They're leaving it until there's something worthwhile going on the planets. I think it also makes sense they're leaving it until they can actually have enough variation in content that it makes sense to go down to that sort of scale on there. And that's something that David Braben's kind of said a lot of times that he's very passionate about with procedural content generation, is that it has to be varied enough that it isn't samey. The worst thing about procedural content is when you notice the patterns and the repetition in it, because it completely breaks the immersion, and it's it spoils the whole point of it. So I think when we see planetary landings, I think you're going to have that kind of that variation where you can see worlds which are industrial factory-like planets. You can see prison planets. You can see these really high-tech modern places to live, which are like very kind of civilian planets and things like that. There's going to be this huge variation of different areas and styles, I think, which are going to be very important. I've got a cleaning cupboard. Can I now? Right. No, isn't finished? No. Okay, I don't know. Oh dear. Okay. Kitchen. So of course I realised after I've done this, I've built the kitchen in the worst possible way I could build the kitchen, but I don't know how to move objects. I don't know how to move objects. If I could move that object, it would make sense. But I should have put the kitchen together in such a way that I could have put a dividing wall in between it, because I have seen on the videos the dev guys have put up for this that if prisoners can get into the kitchen area, they can steal knives and hide them in various things like that. Bakadaka there, yeah, to generate cities like Subversion, yeah. Subversion had a fantastic thing, like I was saying, it was an entire city, like New York sort of scale, generated from the ground up, and they did some great videos. I'd encourage anyone to go check it out on YouTube, search for Subversion game or something like that, where they had an empty map. They'd click it and it would build it up piece by piece, and you'd see the content generation going out, building which, making the roads, the patterns between the roads and everything like that, and little minor connecting roads and everything, and then it would kind of plot out the areas that buildings could fit into and subdivide those up into smaller ones, and then the buildings would pop up and they'd all be slightly different shapes and randomly built and all that. And then they had some stuff where you could see the individual rooms being built out, and if there was many floors in a building, the rooms might be similar, but there might be subtle variations, like some rooms might have more office divisions in between them. So it was fantastic. It was, it was all generative and it was lovely. I love that sort of thing. It was very, very well done. Something's not right. There we go. I got woke. A big container of 5 big containers of bleach there. That's obviously going to be a problem later on, I think. I'm going to have to make sure that's closed off, and the prisoners can't get to the big containers of bleach, because I imagine they could do some very dangerous things with big containers of bleach. So that's a cleaning cupboard. Now what else do I need to... I require cleaning, groundskeeping, health, armory. Ah, right, yes, what it is I have not checked any of my bureaucracy, even though Makadakar said it several times to me. Sorry, is it reports?
Kerrash, I'm gonna have to say goodnight to you.
Yeah, no worries. No, I've been waffling on for a long time, so I think I'll probably put a break in the stream now, actually, because it's 3 hours. My God, that's a long time. But yes, but thank you very much. No, it's been great to have you on, as always. It's always awesome to have you as my co-host.
It's been a privilege.
No, always good to have you. So yeah, I'll put a break in the stream for everyone, and we'll catch you again in a few minutes. Thank you very much. Howdy doody, folks. So I've figured out what I was doing wrong on that there. Obviously I didn't see the bureaucracy menu at the bottom because I was frantically randomly clicking through it. So obviously here it is, down in the bottom corner, bureaucracy, and we get this whole tree of various things that I can research and everything, and I haven't even got maintenance yet, which is a pain in the backside, because I'm going to have to wait 5 in-game hours, I think that was, wasn't it? Yes. 5 in-game hours that happen. Once I got maintenance, I can research cleaning, which I need. And I've got more prisoners incoming, and not enough people to put them in, not enough cells to put them in. Need coffee. I certainly do need coffee. Oh, my word. I think the best thing for me is to go away, figure out what I'm doing with this damn game before I make more of a fool of myself on it. That definitely would help, absolutely. Bakadaka there, yeah, procedural content generation. I've been following that guy's blog for a long time. That's the Voxel Farm uh, that he's working on. Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job of that. I've been commenting on a few of his blog posts, and I think it's really, 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 really good stuff he's doing with that. I can't wait to see how that all pans out into a real game engine, which is what he's working on now. Is a game engine that other people can use, and I think EverQuest Next is going to be the first game to actually use his voxel farm engine. Fantastic, huge worlds, all procedurally generated, and not only the worlds and the outside landscape and all that, but you can have all the buildings and the various bits of detail can all be built up Minecraft style out of voxels, but there's no limit on the size of those voxels. They can be whatever size they need to be to represent the objects. Fantastic, looks really, really good. Yeah, really, really good stuff there. Oh, sorry, Commander Jan. Sorry, you've gone. Sorry. Yes, I'm afraid it is getting really, really late. Okie dokie. Build a big holding cell. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. My holding cell needs to be bigger. I've kind of boxed myself in with the amount of space I've got here, so I don't know whether I'm going to be able to fit anything more in now. Oh, I think, yeah, that particular prisoner there just stole a fork. Oh no, there's more problems. It's really not working for me. I'm doing a really bad job of advertising it, but I would encourage anyone who is interested to at least go check out the videos on this, on how to really play this, not my videos. And go and give the alpha a chance, because it's fantastic and it definitely deserves that support from everyone.